not sick of me just yet. I've got at least 3 more lights to unbox here. Magicshine's offering up their Eagle F3 light. I kind of described to you how excited I was to review their 8,000 lumen monster that I just got done unboxing. I almost am a little more excited to review this. Again, Eagle F3, 3000 max lumens. Why I'm more excited to review this, I will show you in a second when we actually get to looking at the light. So let's go through the simple stuff first. Nice packaging, again, kind of, well, just like that 8,000 lumen light, it's got this molded soft case, which is great. It's really nice. There are, I'm missing one screw, it's in here. Okay, it's in the back there. 2 little screws, which I'll show you what that's for. It's for mounting the battery pack. There's an Allen wrench for a couple of things. AC charger, obviously, for charging the battery pack. There's a couple of Velcro straps for another option of securing the battery pack to your bike. There are 2 straps mounted on there and 2 additional sets of straps for the headlight. They look like this. I'll give you a close-up shot of the one that's mounted to the light currently. Basically, this just accommodates different bar sizes. You can kind of see this one's shorter, this is a medium length, the long length is currently attached to the light. There's a remote, which is really neat. This is a mode button, so, and again, I'll kind of illustrate that on the light, and then intensity, so you can go up or down in intensity rather than just a single button. The remote's actually quite nice too. There's quite a bit of padding on the bottom side, and then a 3-step strap for securing that to the bike as well. So very cool. Battery pack. Look at this guy. I'll check this out on their website. Usually their battery packs are consisted of just a number of 18650 batteries that are all butted up to each other. This may actually be more of a solid single cell or double cell rather than like I don't know, 30 cells or whatever, but we'll dive into that in a moment. The construction of this, there's a mounting plate with very nice silicone attached to that to prevent scratching your bike. The release is here, so you just depress that and you can release the battery pack from this. This is actually aluminum. I can tell it's very cold at the moment. Very nice. I mean, where other companies would probably use plastic for this, this is a very nice construction, a bit more durable. A couple of holes here for mounting this in place of a bottle cage. It's a great way to integrate it onto your bike. Obviously you're going to sacrifice one bottle holder, but that's an option. And then you see these 2 slots here, that's where you would use these Velcro straps. So you just kind of tuck them under the slot, and then, sky's the limit. You attach this to your bike wherever you'd like. Fitment is nice. You can hear a nice little snap there. It's very secure, rock solid, does not shake or jitter at all. So whether you use the Velcro straps or mount it to a bottle cage, it should be very secure. There's the battery pack itself. I'll end up weighing it, I'm sure. Proprietary cables. It's a 4-pin. I'll show you the other end on the light here. The mount of the actual light itself looks like this. It looks a little complicated, but the more I look at it, there's a lot of different features on here that kind of make sense for what it is. It's a mountain bike light. The goal there, of course, to keep the light from shaking and jittering as you're going down the trail, hitting, whatever you're biking over. So the light attaches at the top here. There's the quick release. These move either way just to accommodate for, a sweep that might be in some sort of flat bar that you've got. Again, these are those straps that are included in 3 different lengths, 3 sets. There's a quick release simply by doing this, so you can essentially slide that over your bar, pop these into place, and then tighten it down with that included Allen wrench. And then you can kind of see in the back here how that works. There's a bar that attaches to the very back, and as you tighten the screw, it just draws this in and effectively closes this or both of these loops. So that's the basic construction of this. It's plastic, but I guess the durability and all of that will come down to testing the device to see how it works. Here's the light itself, close up as always. Here's why I'm excited, guys. You've got spotlight, floodlight, and dual lights, and I'll kind of illustrate that with it connected to the battery pack here as well. Different holes in here to allow air to come through the light for heat dissipation, of course, and then venting in the back to let all the air come out. There's the little shoe on the bottom to connect it to the mount here. See if I can get a good shot. There we go. So you just rock it down and into place. Once it's on there, again, this feels very solid. So, you know, really that'll be a test of the review to see how well that works. There's a couple of little side windows here to allow a little bit of light to come out the sides just for road presence. The top, I'll take this film off here too. The top is pretty simple, just a battery indicator is really all that's displayed on here in 5 levels. You've got a mode selector and an intensity selector. I believe this one's mode and that one's selector. We'll find out in a second here. Again, proprietary connector. Oop. There we go, proprietary connector. This one also has somewhat of arrows on it. If you see here, you just kind of line those up with each other, like that. Alright, here we go. So if you select that first one, see if I can get an angle where you can actually see which ones are illuminated. You can kind of see it. The camera is kind of flooding out, but as you can see, it's selecting between the flood setting, both, and then the spot setting. So it gives you these different beam patterns. And then from there, you have intensities. And yeah, what a cool light. Alright, so let's give this guy a bit of a weight here as well. You know, and I don't know if I got a great shot of those lenses, so maybe one more shot here. You can see the bottom has these vertical lines for diffusing light, and the top is, again, more of a spotlight setup, so it just projects light straight out. System weight. Alright, here we go. Battery pack. Headlight. Try and get that on there. This is with the longest straps. There shouldn't be too big a difference in weight there. For that mount, you're going to need this. There are quite a few components to it, and let's just throw these on here. I bet the weight of these or the screws is probably pretty similar. So 830 grams, not lightweight, but you know, it's kind of a massive light. It's more about output beam pattern than it is about weight. Throw the remote on there and you got another 25 grams, 855 grams. So if we dive down into the features, those output settings, you saw that there was 5 there, 10%, 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. The battery pack is actually 18650 lithium-ion batteries, so I stand corrected. I thought maybe it was a single cell based on its shape, but just comprised of 18650s, which is not a bad thing. The runtime at 3000 lumens is up to 1.6 hours. In terms of LEDs, the Headlight offers 4 XML 2 second generation Cree lights. So both the spot and floods are the same. It's the same exact LEDs that are in the 8000 lumen light. The only thing that's really different about this, of course, is the optics to change the beam pattern, which is what I'm looking for here, just to get you some sort of a statistic. All right, found it here. You've got 20-degree beam angle. I just don't believe that. I've ridden this. I shouldn't say ridden it. I've turned it on once and kind of looked at the beam pattern versus the 8000, and it is significantly wider. Let's put it that way. So I don't know why this says 20 degrees. I think it's significantly wider than that. It also says 4 power levels, and it has 5. So we're going to go ahead and ignore ignore their own website, which is too bad. But I guess beyond that, I can dive into any other details about the light in the review. Again, I kind of can't wait to ride it. It offers a wider beam pattern than others, but then gives you the option for you know, maximum output with spot and flood, just spot, just flood. Really cool light, and it'll be interesting to see how that mount works as well, to see if it's more secure than other ones that maybe just use like a strap style mount or something of that nature. So there's a purchase link at the bottom of this video if you're interested in buying the light. Thumbs up if you like the video. Leave some comments if you have experience with the light, or I guess if you have any questions with it as well. The price point is really good, and we'll cover all of that stuff in the review. As a final note, if you stay tuned and watch the rest of the video, I'll show you some nighttime shots of this in use so you can visualize that 20-degree beam pattern. I promise it's wider, guys. Everybody, thanks for watching. You all take care.